What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going over 5 profitable cannon spots in old school RuneScape. These spots will always break even and the majority of them will make you great profit while using a cannon. The benefits of using a cannon are being able to train range and get fast XP and also kill monsters at a faster rate as well. You can use melee or range while using a cannon, so the gear we will be using will vary depending on the spot. The order of these spots are from my favorite to my least favorite. Now let's get started. The first spot is a pretty forgotten area that is not used very much anymore. It is actually one of the most profitable spots in all of RuneScape to train range, and because of that you can also use a cannon here, which actually makes you more money per hour. This spot is located in the dungeon of Sofinem, and the monsters that we will be killing are Scabberites. In order to use this method, you will have to complete the contact quest. The gear we'll be using will be range gear, but you could use melee gear as well and use something like the whip. We are using the Varax helm, an Ava's accumulator, the Amulet of Fury, an honorable blessing, the toxic blowpipe, the Carol's top, Varax plate skirt, Barrow's gloves, God D-High boots, and the Archer's ring. In the inventory we have the cannon, our cannonballs, 4 prayer potions, a bastion potion, an antidote potion, manta rays, the Kandarin easy diary headgear because it is an unextinguishable light source. If you do not have that, you can use the Bruma torch, which is also an unextinguishable light source because you do need a light source in the cave. If you don't have either, you could just use your best light source with a tinderbox in your inventory as well. We also have a rune pouch with alchemy runes and the Pharaoh scepter to teleport to Sofinem. We will continue in a second, but now a quick word from today's sponsor. This video was brought to you by Pixlr. I use Pixlr to create all of my thumbnails for my channel. Pixlr simplifies the creative process because it is easy to use with no design skills or knowledge needed. I made my first thumbnail with Pixlr and have been using it ever since. Work smarter, faster, and easier with Pixlr. If you're interested in using Pixlr and trying it out, click the link in the description and you will get 20% off Pixlr Premium, which is what I use and recommend. It is super affordable and honestly a great deal for what you get. I love using Pixlr, and if you want to start making thumbnails, banners, or editing pictures, click the link in the description and sign up. I would never suggest a company and use a referral link for it if I don't use it or don't like it, so trust me, check it out and also help the channel. Now I'll show you guys how to get there. Go ahead and click your scepter to teleport to the pyramid. Once there, exit through the door. Then run east to the dungeon side inside this building. Go downstairs. This is where the bank is for re-gearing. Then climb down the next ladder. Once down, run to the west. Use Protect from Magic so you don't get hit by the Mage Scarab. Then search the traps. Head down the ladder. Once you are down the ladder, pray Protect from range, run south to this spot and set up your cannon. Make sure to drink your Bastion potion, and make sure to target the Mage Scarabs in purple, and then the darker colored Scarabs. You will have to pay pretty close attention because you will take a lot of damage, and there's also a ton of drops that you will need to pick up. The drops that will make profit are the weapon and armor drops that can be alked, the runes and ammunition, the herbs and seeds they drop as well, mostly the more expensive ones like Renar weeds and torso seeds, and they also drop materials that are noted, loads of coins, and bass and lobsters that you can actually use for food that'll extend your trips. Using this method will make you at least 700 KGP an hour, but you can make upwards of 1 mil an hour as well. The next monster in spot is one of my favorites. I actually made a video on this a long time ago, and it is also great for Slayer XP as well. The spot will be the Ice Trolls in Tiësto or Tiësto, however you pronounce it, which does require the start of the Fremnik Isles quest. We will be using tanky melee gear, but you could also use range gear like God D-Hide and the Toxic Blowpipe. You will not make as much profit though. We are using the Helm of Nada's Knot, the Fire Cape, Amulet of Fury, Honorable Blessing, the Whip, Torag Plate Body, the Nada's Knot Shield because it reduces the troll's damage, but you could also use the Fremnik Shield instead. We are also using the Varax Plate Skirt, Barrow's Gloves, Dragon Boots, and the Berserker Ring. If you do have max gear like full bandos and primordial boots, then that will be better to use and make you more money per hour. In the inventory we have our cannonballs, our cannon, 5 prayer potions, a super combat potion, a 2-dose stamina potion to run there, a Relica teleport tab that we made from a house tab, and a redirection scroll from Nightmare Zone, a dragon dagger as a spec wep, monkfish, and alchemy runes. The way we will get to the Ice Trolls is by using the Relica teleport tab and then running north through Relica. You will then run north through the village and a little west to the sideways dock by the rock crabs. Click the travel option to Tiësto by the boat. Then run north through the gate and past the bank we will use to re-gear. Continue to run north and through the next gate and then run across the bridge. Once you're across the bridge, you will be where the trolls are. Make sure you have your quick burst set up to protect from melee, and then set up your cannon right here. Pot up, pray, and target the rangers because they will hit you while you're protecting from melee. The items that make the spot profitable are herbs like the Renar weed, seeds like the Renar, Snapdragon, and Torso seeds. Almost all of the armor and weapon drops make major profit and are worth alching to make trips last longer, and the trolls also drop runes and other items that are noted. The profit you will make from this spot will be at least 50 KGP an hour, but you could make more depending on your RNG. The next profitable cannon spot is at the Dust Devils. The Dust Devil spot that we will be using is in the Smoke Dungeon, so it does require the start of the Desert Treasure quest, and keep in mind Dust Devils also require level 65 Slayer, but don't worry, the next two monsters in this video do not, so if you can't do cannon spots requiring Slayer or the start of Desert Treasure, skip this part and go to the next two monsters. Dust Devils with a cannon is surprisingly quite profitable. I choose to do a melee setup when doing this spot because it makes more money per hour, but you could also range them with a crossbow or the magic shortbow. You'll just lose out on a little bit of profit. The gear I'm using is a Slayer helm because you do need that, or a face mask to not take constant damage from the Dust Devils. I am also using the Fire Cape, the Amulet of Fury, the Honorable Blessing, the Abyssal Whip, the Fighter's Torso, Obsidian Legs, Dragon Defender, Pharaoh's Gloves, Dragon Boots, and the Berserker Ring. You could use max strength gear like bandos and primordial boots, but I went with cheaper, more affordable, and realistic setups in this video. In the inventory we have 500 cannonballs, our cannon, a teleport to Narda to get to the Smoke Dungeon, 200 coins for the short carpet ride to the dungeon, a super combat potion, monkfish, and alching runes for the alchable drops. The way to get there is to use your Narda teleport scroll, run west to the transportation sign, travel with the carpet, and pay your 200 coins, then just sit back and relax and enjoy the carpet ride. Then when you land, go west running past the tents, then run north around the mountain towards the dungeon, climb down the rope and run east to this cannon spot and set up the cannon, then just sit in the corner right here attacking these two main Dust Devils, and then they will be put in a double cannon spot as you can see from this clip. The Dust Devils will die quite fast, so just drag them back in between their spawns. The profit from Dust Devils comes from the many weapon and armor drops that are alchable, the runes and ammunition, and like many of these spots, the herbs like the Renar weeds, and also random items like coin drops and mithril and adamant bars. If you do this method with the cannon, you will make 150k plus GP an hour. The fourth spot and monster is the Green Dragon in the Wilderness. This spot is relatively popular, but it is very good money considering there are no requirements and the actual monster is a low level, so you do not need super high stats. The Green Dragons are in the Wilderness, but do not worry, you will not lose your cannon if it is placed on the ground when you die. You will just redeem it for free from the dwarf at the dwarf base if you do die while it is on the ground. I am using a ranged setup to attack the Green Dragons from farther away and to make it faster to pull them towards the cannon, but you could also use melee and risk even less without the bolts. I'm using the Snakeskin Coif because I am in the Wilderness and I'm only bringing items that I'm fine with losing, an Ava's Assembler, an Amulet of Glory, which is also my teleport to a bank, broad bolts, the Rune Crossbow, Black D'hide top and bottom, the Anti-Dragon Shield, Rune Gloves, Snakeskin Boots, and the Archer's Ring. You can bring more items and have 3 expensive items that you can protect, like the Armadillo Crossbow, Archer's Ring, and the Necklace of Anguish, or some sort of combo like that, but I am using this setup so I don't lose anything and don't have to stress too bad if I am skull tricked somehow. In the inventory we have our cannon, cannonballs, a 2-dose stamina potion to run there, a ranging potion, monkfish and karambwans for combo food in case we get PK'd. We also have a looting bag, which I highly suggest bringing because it'll make your trips easier and you can get more loot without eating all of your food. The spot we are going to is by Edgeville, so start there and then run north and hop over the Wilderness Ditch. Run slightly northwest towards the darkened circle above the mine on the map. Just continue to run there and make sure to pay attention because it is a popular spot for green dragon bots and sometimes PKers. Once you get there, you will probably have to hop worlds, but once you find a world, run into the middle of the 3 dragons and set up your cannon in the center and begin killing them. It is really that simple. You can also safe spot them by running outside the green dragon's range, but I just prefer to stay in the center. You make your profit from the green dragon hide and bones from every drop, but every once in a while you get a rune dagger, some sort of adamant armor, or even a Renarweed, so that will help as well. If you use this method with the cannon, you will make at least 600k an hour, but in a super old video of mine, I made 800k an hour here. The final spot is the Elder Chaos Druids, which is in the wilderness. This spot will get you tons of range XP because it is in a multi-area and you will be dealing constant range damage with the cannon, and if you use something like the blowpipe, you're going to get even more XP, but again, you could use a melee setup and take less risk if you're scared of getting skull tricked. I am using the Snakeskin Bandana, Ava's Assembler, Amulet of Glory, Honorable Blessing, Toxic Blowpipe, Black D'hide top and bottom, Rune Gloves, Snakeskin Boots, and the Archer's Ring. You could instead bring the Rune Crossbow or Magic Shortbow, but your profit will drop and you will get less kills per hour, making the odds of getting one of the more expensive drops less likely. In our inventory, we have our cannon, cannonballs, a ranging potion. We also have a prayer potion because we will be praying the whole time, but there is an altar right there. I bring the prayer potion just in case I get PK'd or if I forget to charge my prayer and don't want to get stacked out. We also have monkfish and karambwans for combo eating, a stamina potion to run away from PKers if they come, a burning amulet to teleport there, and a looting bag, which I again highly recommend. To get there, use the burning amulet and teleport to the Chaos Temple. Make sure you have your quick prayer set to at least protect from magic, but you could also add something like Eagle Eye as well. The mechanics here for the Chaos Druids are quite weird, and the Chaos Druids will teleport you pretty consistently if you attack them and try to run away. The altar is right above them, so running there to restore your prayer can be annoying at times, but once you are ready, set up your cannon towards the bottom of the temple and kill them as fast as you can. Picking up drops can be a pain as well because you will be getting teleported, but you will get great XP here and good profit while using a cannon. Drops that can help you make profit here are runes and also herbs, but the main profit comes from the Elder Chaos Robe drops, which are worth 300 to 450k and will double or triple your profit an hour if you get an item. The profit here while using a cannon is around 100k an hour, but you can make more or less depending on your RNG. That brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, leave a like, it helps the channel out a ton. Also, I know I always look for profitable cannon spots in game, so I do have a couple more, so if you guys have any suggestions yourself, let me know and I will add them and make another video with 5 more profitable cannon spots in RuneScape. If you guys want to see more of my content, go ahead and subscribe right now and help us reach our goal of 5k subs. If you want to talk in game or hang out and do some PVM, join my clan chat Hartblitz. We're looking for more active members that want to talk and do some events. We also have a Discord and it is in the description. Thanks guys for watching. Stay tuned for my next video.